Harshit IAS Study Circle, providing online video classes, English medium. Courses for CSAT, Group 1, Group 2, SI, Constable, SSC, RRB, online exams. Download our mobile app in Play Store or contact 9676525789.
Sense organs are called the gateway of knowledge. Gateway of knowledge. There are mainly 5 sense organs in our body. Normally, what is the meaning of a sense organ means? What do you call, suppose if something is happening in front of us, or some sound is occurring surrounding us, or somebody is cooking some material, somebody is offering you a drink or a food material to eat, somebody is pinching you. These all changes occurring in the surroundings. All changes occurring in the surroundings. Changes in the surroundings. Nothing but stimuli we will call. Changes in the surroundings are called stimuli. These all changes are received by brain or spinal cord, through some organs called sense organs. Okay, changes in the surroundings which are called stimuli, and they are received by our brain or spinal cord, anyone. Brain or spinal cord, together called as central nervous system. Together called as central nervous system in our body. And this central nervous system, through what means? Through the sense organs. Through the sense organs we are able to get it. We are able to get all the changes in the surroundings. Something is happening in front of our eyes. If suppose, think that there are no sense organs in our body. No eyes, no ears, no tongue, no nose, no skin. Can you receive any of the stimuli which are occurring in your surroundings? No, you cannot respond. No response will be there. If sense organs are absent, no response. If sense organs are absent, no response will be created in our body. So, if sense organs are helpful for creating responses in our body, and these sense organs are first identified by Plato and Aristotle. First identified by Plato and Aristotle. Sense organs back of 2300 years ago. Normally 5 sense organs were identified by Plato and Aristotle. And these sense organs, they are received through receptors were said by. Through receptors, the sense organs are able to perceive the changes in the surroundings. Who is that scientist? Is Albert Magnus. Albert Magnus is the scientist who said that sense organs will receive the changes through some specific cells in our body called receptors. So, first of all, sense organs were described by Plato and Aristotle, and they were called the gateway of knowledge. These were the, what do you call that, doors of knowledge. Without these we cannot observe anything, we cannot see anything. So, if these are present only, then only we are able to observe the changes in the surroundings. And the sense organs are eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. So, these are the 5 sense organs which are occurring in our body. Eyes are helpful for seeing, ears are helpful for hearing, nose is helpful for smell, tongue is helpful for taste, skin is helpful for what do you call, feel, touch or whatever it is. Skin is helpful for feel and touch. Okay, and the receptors found in each one. Study of eyes is called ophthalmology. We call it as study. Ears is called otology. Nose is called rhinology. Nose is called rhinology. And what do you call this? Tongue is called laryngology. Skin is called dermatology. Dermatology. So there are exclusively, clearly 5 sense organs in our body. These sense organs are called the gateway of knowledge, and without these sense organs we are not able to perceive anything which is occurring in our surroundings, and if these sense organs are absent we cannot respond to anything occurring surrounding us. Suppose a person who is in coma, it is asked in this way. A person is in coma due to an accident. Does he respond to any of the changes occurring in the surroundings? No. Why? What is the answer? First option, it is asked like this. Sense organs are absent. Second, CNS is not working. Third one, he is weak. Fourth, none. What is the answer? Here we have to say that sense organs are not working. CNS is not working. Sense organs are there in that person also. Coma person also has eyes, ears, but his nervous system is damaged. Nervous system means which nervous system? Central nervous system is damaged. Brain or spinal cord is damaged in that body. Because as the brain is damaged, we can say that person is in coma. That person is in coma due to the brain damage. As brain is damaged, even though sense organs work, carry the message, but the brain is not analyzing, hence that person is not able to receive any changes in the surroundings, so no response in the body. So no response is seen in the body. So let us see now each and every sense organ clearly. First sense organ, eye. Okay, eye study is called ophthalmology. Ophthalmology, and the doctor related to the eye is called ophthalmologist. And eyes are present in the head region, in the skull region, in orbits. Eyes are present in orbits, and only 1/5 of the eye is outside. 1/6 is outside, and 5/6 is inside the orbits. They are present in the orbits, only 1/5. You may be saying, some will be saying that 1/3 of the eye is seen outside and 2/3 of the eye is seen inside. But normally 1/6 is outside and 5/6 is inside the orbits. If you see a skull, skeleton, Ashthipanjaram, then we can observe deep grooves near the eyes. Why? Because only some part of the eye is seen outside and the maximum part of the eye is seen inside the orbit only. And this eye what do you call that? We have a vision called binocular vision. Both the eyes seeing only the one object only. And eyes are not covered by eyelids in, especially in snakes, and eyelids are absent in snakes and frogs. Eyelids absent in snakes and frogs. They are covered by a nictitating membrane also. They are covered by a nictitating membrane. And some, what do you call that, after death, eyes can be transplanted. After death, part of the eye collected is taken is cornea. And within how many hours it has to be collected means within 6 to 12 hours it has to be collected. Within 6 to 12 hours only it has to be collected. Part of the eye after death it collected is cornea, and after death of the person in about 6 to 12 hours only we have to take the cornea for further transplantation into another person. And in birds particularly, a comb-like structure is present called pectin. In birds particularly, comb-like structure called pectin is present. In birds, monocular vision is seen. Monocular vision is seen in birds. In birds, pectin is present, which is a comb-like structure, and the ultraviolet rays will be seen by birds exclusively, honeybees, what do you call that, some insects. Okay, ultraviolet rays are seen by some birds, and while observing the TV, the distance between TV to your eyes, between TV and your eyes is 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters should be there between the TV and your eyes, and distance between book and your eyes while you are reading a book. Distance between book and your eyes is 30 centimeters. 30 centimeters are, what do you call that, 12 inches. 30 centimeters or 12 inches you can keep while you are reading. Don't keep like this, we keep at a proper distance. And if you keep it nearer, or if you observe the TV nearer, what happens is you will get eyesight such as myopia, or what do you call that, hypermetropia. So many diseases are there. Myopia and hypermetropia are sight problems in your eyes. Okay. So in these eyes you can observe that what do you call that, 3 layers will be there in your eyes. 3 layers will be there in your eyes, and this eye particularly you have like this 3 layers in eyes will be there, and this, the first layer is, 3 layers are there in eyes. First layer is sclera, second choroid, third retina. And the actual seeing layer in your eye is retina. Actual seeing layer in your eye is retina. You have this eye as 3 layers, and a projection, a white projection will be there for the eye, and a small layer will be there surrounding the eye. That small layer is called the conjunctiva, and this conjunctiva will be protecting your eyes, and the blood supply will not be there to the outer part of the sclerotic layer, and below the sclera this cornea portion will be there, and a projection will be there in the eye, and in the center of the eye there is a round aperture called iris, and this iris has a hole in it called pupil, and this iris and pupil both are adjustable in our body, and this lens, this is the lens, we have a biconvex lens in our crystalline and biconvex lens in our eyes, and these eyes, this is the sclerotic layer and this is choroid layer. Choroid layer is well supplied with blood vessels, and this is the actual seeing layer, retina. And here one chamber containing the fluid called aqueous chamber is present, containing the aqueous fluid, and here vitreous chamber will be present containing the viscous fluid. And here whenever you observe, this biconvex crystalline lens will focus the image onto the retina, will focus the image onto the retina. And here in sclerotic layer there is only membrane but no blood supply will be there. There are only fiber like structures. And in choroid layer there are blood vessels. Choroid layer consists of blood vessels. Choroid layer consists of blood vessels. And in retina layer it is the actual seeing part of the ear, and it consists of rods and cones. Retina, it is the actual seeing layer. It consists of rods and cones. These are the actual sensory cells present in the eye, and the message from the eye is carried to the brain with the help of a nerve called optic nerve. With the help of a nerve called optic nerve, the message from the eyes, and we have binocular vision in our body. Binocular means both eyes seeing the same object. Seeing same object. Both eyes seeing same object is called binocular vision. But in some animals such as birds, it is having monocular vision. Both eyes see different objects. Both eyes see different objects and different images will be seen. If you have that, what do you call that power, no? We will do two types of works at a time. But we doesn't have such type of power. Both the eyes will see the same object. And for example, if you take Aadhaar, iris patterns were taken, and in the center of our eye there is a ball like structure called iris, and in it a hole is there called pupil. Iris and pupil. Iris patterns are taken in Aadhaar. Competitive exam this was asked. In Aadhaar certificates, what patterns were related to the sense organ were taken? Iris patterns. And iris is the central circular structure present in the eye. Iris is having a hole like structure called pupil, and these both are compared to diaphragm in a camera. How the diaphragm in a camera will be adjustable, in the same way the iris and pupil will be adjusted in your body, adjusted in your eye. And these rods and cones, rods contain a pigment called rhodopsin or visual purple. Rhodopsin or visual purple. Cones are iodopsin or visual violet. Iodopsin or visual violet. And rods are present in millions in number, and the ratio of rods to cones is ratio is 15:1. Ratio of rods to cones is 15:1, and there are about 140 crores of cells. About these rods and cones will be present, and rods can see black and white colors. Cones can distinguish the colors in our eyes, and red, green, yellow, red, green. These colors are identified mostly, and cones have a pigment called iodopsin. Rods have a pigment called rhodopsin or visual purple, and vitamin A is necessary for formation of rods in our body. Vitamin A is necessary for formation of rods in our body. And if you observe, the blind students can read one type of what do you call that script called Braille script. Braille script is understood by blind persons. And this Braille script we have projections for they feel and say particular sentence. Projections will be there in that script where they will touch it and identify the particular letter which is related to it. Okay, and rods and cones, and during the dark time rods will function better in our eye, and suddenly current gone on a particular day. You are there singly in a room. You will find all the objects seen to be grey in color. This vision is due to the rods in our body. And the organisms which does not have cones in our cones in eyes are buffaloes, cows. Some will be saying that if you show a red cloth to a buffalo, they will run. But that is wrong. Why? Because buffaloes does not have cones, and dogs also does not have cones, and colors identified by the cones are red, green, blue. Red, orange, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Red and orange in the sense both similar colors. Red, blue, green, these are the colors identified, and these cones are well developed in diurnals. Diurnals means daytime moving animals. The cones are well developed during the daytime moving animals. Diurnals, they are called diurnals. And nocturnals means the birds which move during the organisms which move during the night time. They are called nocturnals. And these nocturnals cannot identify the colors as it is blind, and they will send some what do you call that sounds. If you go to a closed place and shout, your voice will be heard by you as an echo. In the same way, bats will identify the obstruction due to the sound released by their body. Due to the sound released by their body. And black and white colors will be identified by rods, and different colors will be identified by cones, and the ratio of rods to cones is 15:1, and there are about 140, what do you call that, 14 crores. 14 crores of cells are present in eye, rods and cones. And particularly if 15 rods were there, for 15 rods one cone will be there. And the color identifying animals are the honeybees, reptiles means lizards, garden lizards, snakes, crocodiles, all these. Birds can identify the colors, monkeys can identify the colors. Why? Because they all have cones. They all have cones in their body which can be identified. And in our body also, in our eye also, there is a blind spot in our eye. Blind spot is the region where optic nerve leaves our body. Optic nerve leaves our eye. We said that the nerve which carries the message from the eye. If these are the eyes, optic nerves will be laid like this. Both the optic nerves cross each other like this and carry the message to the brain. Brain will analyze and send the information. So this blind spot is the region. You are asked in one competitive exam. The region in the eye where a picture is not framed. A region in the eye where a picture will not be framed. That region is called blind spot. That region is called blind spot. Where a picture is not framed, which is called blind spot, and the blind spot is present in the region where the optic nerve leaves the eye. And another region is present in our eye called yellow spot, OR macula. It is the region where cones are more in number. This is a repeated bit in some competitive exams. Yellow spot or macula or fovea, where cones are more in number. Cones are more in number in a region of eye called fovea or yellow spot or macula. Cones are more in number and a perfect vision is seen in these animals. Perfect vision is seen in these part of fovea or yellow spot. In which region of the eye a perfect vision is observed? Yellow spot or fovea. And what type of cells are more developed in nocturnal animals? What type of cells are more developed in nocturnal animals? Rods, cones, what do you call that, receptors, all these. What is the answer? Rods. Rods are well developed in nocturnal animals. Examples are owl, bat and cat. Examples are owl. Owl means owl gudlagoba, will be moving during the night time only. Bat, gabbilam, will be moving during the night time only. Cat, mostly during the night time it will be moving. And they have, what do you call that, glowing eyes. That glowing eyes is due to the presence of a layer called, in between the retina and choroid layer, there is a layer called tapetum. There is a layer called tapetum in between choroid and retina. Choroid and retina, there is a layer called tapetum. And this tapetum, whenever the light falls, it will be reflected back. Because of this, they have glowing eyes. If you observe a cat will be having glowing eyes. And what do you call that? Sometimes snakes also will be having blue eyes. That is due to a particular pigment called blue pigment. And this tapetum layer, which is present between the choroid and retina, that will be reflected when light falls on them. And when it is reflected back, it seems as the eyes are shining. Eyes are shining. And the animals which can identify the colors are, option 1. The animals which can identify the colors are cow, buffalo. Animals which can identify the colors are human. And last one, you can give dogs. The animals which can identify colors, humans, monkeys, etc. Humans, monkeys is the answer. Answer is, option is humans and monkeys. And you can also give the example of birds and the honeybees you can give, and at the same time reptiles also you can give. The organisms which cannot identify are cow, buffalo, and at the same time dogs also cannot identify the colors. So eye study is called ophthalmology, doctor is called ophthalmologist. Eyes are present in orbits and orbits of skull. You can write orbits of skull. And 1/6 is present outside, 5/6 is present inside the orbits. And at the same time eyelids are absent in snakes and frogs. There is another membrane in snakes and frogs called nictitating membrane, where they are helpful for when they are moving in water. The eyes will not disrupt the vision. Eyes, when we move in water, eyes are closed. Why? Because the water may enter the eyes. But due to the presence of nictitating membrane in both, when they move in water also nothing will happen. That will be protecting the eyes. After death, part of the eye which is collected is cornea. And that cornea should be collected within 6 to 12 hours after death. And the comb-like structure which is present in birds is pectin. And ultraviolet rays can be observed in some birds, can be seen by some birds such as honeybees and insects. And eye consists of, blind people can read the language in script in the form of Braille script. Blind people read in the form of Braille script, and the distance between the TV and eyes, distance between TV and eyes is 2.5 meters. Distance between book and your eyes is 30 centimeters. And there are 3 layers in eye. Eye is covered by 3 layers. And the 3 layers are sclerotic layer, choroid layer, retina layer. Which is the actual seeing part is retina. Sclerotic layer is the outer layer. And that outer layer which is not having any blood supply also. And this is below the sclera, the cornea layer will be there. That cornea which is taken after the death of the person. And in front of the lens there is biconvex crystalline lens which will be held by 6 muscles called ciliary muscles. And what do you call that? Suspensory ligaments and ciliary muscles hold the lens in position. Suspensory ligaments and ciliary muscles. If these ciliary muscles get fatigue, automatically we will get eyesight. And in front of the lens, the chamber is called aqueous chamber. It is consisting of the aqueous fluid, and in back of the lens there is vitreous chamber. It consists of vitreous fluid, thick viscous fluid, and the retina consists of choroid layer, consists of blood vessels. Retina consists of the seeing layer consisting of rods and cones. These two are the sensory cells. Sensory cells present in the eyes. They are present in a ratio of 15:1, and rods contain a pigment called rhodopsin or visual purple, and for the formation of this rhodopsin, vitamin A is essential in the form of beta carotene. Already we have seen yesterday vitamin A, beta carotene, and that beta carotene is converted in liver and tissues to vitamin A. And cones, rods can identify black and white, and they can see in dim light also. They can see in dim light. Cones contain a pigment called iodopsin or visual violet. And cones can identify the colors such as red, green, blue, and they are well developed in diurnal animals, and in nocturnal animals rods are well developed, and the ratio between the rods and cones is 15:1, and there are approximately 14 crores of cells in the eyes, both rods and cones. And binocular vision we have. Binocular vision is nothing but both the eyes seeing same object. Both eyes see same object. Monocular vision means only both the eyes see different objects, and iris is taken in Aadhaar cards, Aadhaar certificates, and iris contains a hole called the pupil. Iris is the central structure present in the eye. Iris and pupil are both compared to the camera in a diaphragm, and blind spot is the region where optic nerve leaves the eye. Yellow spot is the region. Yellow spot is also known as macula or fovea, where the cones are seen more in number, and this region is the finest vision region, and in this region we can see easily all the pictures clearly, and an experiment can be done for identification of blind spot. Close one of your eye and bring 2 lines nearer to this like this, and when we bring 2 lines like this, automatically at one particular region we are not able to see the gap between the lines. 2 lines will be drawn like this. 2 lines will be drawn like this, and closing one eye, bring the paper closer. At one region you will see that both the lines are combined. That region is nothing but the blind spot. So the region where vision is perfect is yellow spot or macula or fovea. Why? Because cones are more in number. Because of those more cones, automatically the vision is perfect. Okay, sights observed in sight problems. You can see sight problems in eyes. They are myopia, hypermetropia. Myopia is occurring in an eye due to we have seen retina. In front of the retina, if the image falls, lens focus the image onto the retina. Lens focus the image onto the retina. And when the image is focused on the retina, optic nerve will be carrying to the brain. But here, in front of the retina, image will be formed in front of the retina. It is these from both of these in many competitive exams a repeated bit was asked. If the image falls in front of the retina, then what type of sight should be seen in that animal? That sight is called short sight. He is able to see in front of retina, image is formed, and he is able to see near objects, not able to see far objects. Not able to see far objects, he is able to see nearer objects. And that type of sight will be corrected by using what lens means? Concave lens. That type of sight can be corrected by using concave lens. Okay, so myopia, also known as short sight, and the image will be falling in front of the retina, and as the image falls in front of the retina, he is able to see nearer objects, but he is not able to see far objects, and that can be corrected by using concave lens. Hypermetropia is also known as long sight. Image falls behind the retina. Image falls behind the retina. Image falls behind the retina, and this can be correct, not able to see nearer objects. Able to see far objects. And this can be corrected by using convex lens. Convex lens. Okay. So myopia is also known as short sight. Short sight in the sense he is not able to see long sight. Concave lens appear as sunglasses only. But convex lens will be appearing as both of them. So the people who are having long sight can be easily identified. Why? Because the image will be falling behind the retina. Image will be falling behind the retina. Hence it is called, what do you call that? If you compare our eye to a camera, eye is the camera and retina is the film. Why? Because retina is the actual seeing region of our eye. Iris is diaphragm. Already I said iris and pupil both are convertible, easily convertible. One best example is, suppose you went outside one mid-afternoon. One mid-afternoon you went outside, and after coming from outside you immediately entered a room. Then you feel that your eyesight is lost. Why? Because there where outside bright sunshine is there. Because of that bright sunshine, iris will contract, allowing little amount of light to enter your eye. If iris doesn't contract, your eye will damage. So that is a mechanism which is under the control of autonomous nervous system in your body. And immediately after entering the room, that will not be adjusted. For few seconds you feel as if you became blind. As if you became blind. So, but after within few seconds you will identify. The first time when you came across you will observe that there is some disturbance in your eye. That means you get feared. You may lost your eyesight due to the bright sunshine, but that is wrong. Because of the adjustment of the iris and pupil, you feel like that. Okay? And next is astigmatism. Astigmatism. And this occurs in your eye due to the movement of the cornea. Due to the movement of the cornea more. Cornea movement will be occurring more, and to avoid this problem, cornea will be rotated more. Cornea will be bending to one side. To rectify this, cylindrical lens will be used. Cylindrical lens will be used. Okay? Cylindrical lens. It is a problem which is occurring, what do you call that? In some people, by birth itself it will be occurring. And due to this, you may observe that sometimes the eye region also to some side it will be bending. And another one is presbyophobia. Presbyophobia. It occurs due to old age, and in this the elasticity of the lens will be decreased. Presbyopia. Presbyopia. It occurs due to losing the elasticity of lens will be decreased. Elasticity of lens will be decreased, and it occurs in old age people. So to avoid this, what lens should be used means bifocal lens. Bifocal lens. అద్దంలోనే రెండు లెన్స్ని యూజ్ చేస్తారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ బైఫోకల్ లెన్స్. దట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ ప్రెస్బియోపియా. Presbyopia. This is due to the losing of elasticity of lens, and that elasticity of lens is lost due to the old age. And what lens should be used means bifocal lens should be used to avoid this type of sight. So myopia, short sight, and near objects will be seen, far objects will not be seen. Image will be in front of the retina forming, and concave lens are used to rectify this myopia. Hypermetropia is also known as short sight, and this short sight image falls behind the retina, and they are not able to see the nearer objects, they are able to see the far objects. At the same time, convex lens are used for them. And astigmatism is another problem where cornea will be bending. Cornea will be what do you call that, somewhat bending and present, and this skin will be rectified by using the cylindrical lens. Presbyopia, elasticity of the lens will be decreased, and it occurs in old age people, and due to the what do you call that, for this bifocal lens are used. Ante chatvaram, we will call it as chatvaram. That is occurring due to the age attained by the person. As the age is attained, normally our skin also will loses its elasticity and forms some wrinkles. Those wrinkles are formed in our body due to the elasticity nature reduced in our body. So that is the old age problem. As the age is advancing in each and every person, it occurs like that. But this can be corrected by using the focal lens. Now let us see the diseases occurring to the eyes. Diseases occurring to the eyes. First one is glaucoma. Glaucoma is occurring due to what do you call that, tension and pressure. And the aqueous chamber, we have seen already in front of the lens, aqueous chamber will be there. Aqueous chamber, due to the aqueous chamber, aqueous fluid will be reduced. Due to this, some water will be coming out of your eyes. That losing of water is called glaucoma, and it can be corrected by surgery. It can be corrected by surgery. Water lost from the eyes. Water will be coming out, and by surgery it will be aqueous fluid will be reduced in this. Aqueous fluid in aqueous humor in front of the lens, aqueous humor is seen. No? That aqueous humor is filled, chamber is filled with a fluid called aqueous humor. That is nothing but known as fluid. Aqueous humor. It will be reduced. Aqueous humor will be reduced. So water will be lost, corrected by surgery. Corrected by surgery. And another one is, what do you call that? Color blindness. Color blindness means they are not able to identify the colors due to the damage of the cones. Sometimes damage of cones will be occurring, or sometimes it is a genetic disorder. Color blindness is a genetic disorder, and due to this genetic disorder, not able to identify the colors. They are not able to identify the colors, green, blue, red. Particularly green, blue, red, they are not able to identify. And if they are not able to identify the red color, that is called protanopia. Red color, protanopia. Blue color, we will call it as trinopia. Blue color is called trinopia. And green color is called deuteranopia. Green color is called deuteranopia. Not able to identify these colors particularly, and for every color there are names given for this. And for red color, if they are not able to identify, that disease is called protanopia. And blue color, if they are not able to identify, trinopia. And if they are not able to identify the green color, that is called deuteranopia. So these are the color blindness disorders which are occurring due to the genetic disorders, which can be seen in a person due to the less number of cones or any misfunctioning in the cones. They are not able to identify the colors. Why? Because cones are well functioning for identifying the different colors. Identifying the different colors, they are very helpful. And next is, what do you call that? Keratomalacia and conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis is caused due to a virus particularly, and it attacks the outer layer conjunctiva. Kalla kalaka we will call conjunctiva, and due to this it may attack the retinal region also sometimes. If that virus attacks the retinal region, sometimes the problem may become severe, leads to the failure of the eye also sometimes. And next one is cataract. Cataract occurs in a person due to, what do you call that? Lens become opaque. Lens become opaque, and it is also a old age occurring in old age persons. As age is advancing, automatically it leads to cataract, and protein metabolism also is responsible for this, and this will be rectified by using, what do you call that, by surgeries, cataract surgeries. Okay, and these are the various diseases: conjunctivitis, cataract, color blindness, glaucoma. And next, trachoma also is a disease caused by one bacteria called trachoma. Is caused by a bacteria called this bacteria leads to the, what do you call, chlamydia trachomastin. Chlamydia trachomatis is the bacteria which is causing the disease called trachoma in eyes, and due to this, what do you call that, small projection like structures will be occurring, and it leads to the release of water continuously from the eyes. Release of water continuously from the eyes. And another already we have seen in vitamin A deficiency, xerophthalmia, where lacrimal glands will reduce their secretions, leading to the bursting of the cornea and eye failure. Xerophthalmia. And vitamin A deficiencies we have seen. Xerophthalmia. This is caused due to the less secretion of the lacrimal glands, and those lacrimal glands will not secrete, thereby leading to the bursting of the eye and thereby leading to complete failure. And Calabar is another eye disease occurring due to an African worm called lova lova, and this also nematode worm. Lova lova is a nematode worm just like roundworms, Elikapamulu. In living in human beings, it is one worm which is causing this disease called Calabar. And keratomalacia is if vitamin A is fully deficient in the body, automatically it leads to cornea failure. Keratomalacia. Keratomalacia is another disease which leads to due to vitamin A deficiency in the body. Keratomalacia is another disease which is occurring in our eyes due to lack of vitamin deficiency in the body. So, these are the sites: myopia, hypermetropia, astigmatism, presbyopia. So, these are the 4 sites which can be corrected by some lens, and these are the diseases. For myopia, concave lens; for hypermetropia, convex lens; astigmatism, cylindrical lens; presbyopia, bifocal lens. And the diseases caused are glaucoma can be rectified through surgery. Aqueous humor will be reduced. Color blindness, it is a genetic disorder or due to less functioning of cones. Red color protanopia, blue color trinopia, green color deuteranopia. Conjunctivitis is caused to the conjunctiva layer, where due to a virus it is caused and it leads to the infection of the eye, and at the same time cataract, lens become opaque and it can be corrected through a surgery. And next is trachoma. Trachoma is caused by a bacteria called Chlamydia trachomatis, and due to this sometimes water will be lost from the eyes, thereby completely failure of the eyes. Xerophthalmia also, cornea will be burst due to the less secretion of the lacrimal glands, and this less secretion leads to the cornea bursting in persons completely blind. Keratomalacia occurs due to vitamin A deficiency in the body, sometimes leading to complete failure in the